She met my father at Philadelphia General, where I think he was an intern at the time. At the age of 27, she married Dad, and that was an interesting story also. She, I don't know, you know, what's what. All I can tell you is what I heard, that she wanted to ask some Catholic friends of hers to the wedding, and Granddaddy said no, but he would give her a wedding if, you know, she didn't. No, that's a harsh thing to say, but for those days, perhaps not, you know. At any rate, so she and Dad and her friend, now, I don't know if the woman was Catholic or not. If she was, she wasn't supposed to be a witness to a Protestant wedding anywhere, that's for sure. But baby didn't know it. But anyway, the three of them took off on the train and went to Niagara Falls, where Mother was married in an Episcopalian church by an Episcopalian minister, Mother and Dad. And after the wedding, a few days later, I guess a few days later, I really don't know details on that, but Mother left directly from Niagara Falls and went out to Aunt Frances, visit Frances in Michigan. Aunt Frances was having Fanny, and so Mother went out and stayed with her for a little while. And Daddy and Mother's friend went back to Philadelphia on the train. I think that's so funny. 50 years later, and they celebrated their golden wedding anniversary, this woman was still living. They had gotten in touch with her. She was in Indiana. And also the minister that had married them, Lucy, got in touch with these people. And Mother and Dad got lovely notes from both of them. Very, sort of an interesting story. And I thought you might like that added to this. In their early years of marriage, I guess the first few years, well, Dad was in the Second World War. He was in France, I don't know how long, as a second lieutenant in the First World War. And I know Mother stayed part of that time back on the farm there in Jersey. And I don't remember if she was pregnant with Blinn Jr. or not, but I think, because she had Blinn in Philadelphia. And then Daddy came home, and I think from there they went to, Dad was, I don't know if he went to Guilford, New York at that point or what, but anyway, for about a year or so, I think he served like an apprenticeship or with another doctor, country doctor in Guilford, New York, and I remember their stories of that. And I know the one time Dad was called out on a call, and the sleigh, it was in the winter, and very hard New York winter, as you know, and they took the sleigh, and there was so much snow that they could actually reach up and practically touch the phone wires, which you don't do, but that's the story I got. It was the old-time country doctor thing, and Dad left that and then went into practice, moved into Binghamton, New York, went into private practice. He and Mother at that point opened up and ran what they called a maternity home, where people would go and have their babies. You know, they have maybe 5 patients at the most, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, then about 1937, they sold that house. They opened a nursing home on the other side of Binghamton. That lasted for a few years. War came. Dad joined the public health, moved to West Virginia, then Portsmouth, Virginia, then Albuquerque, New Mexico. In 1956, they moved to Pittsburgh, where Dad was with the VA hospital as a psychiatrist. So he had furthered his training and become practicing psychiatrist with the VA.